I hear a lot of Mac Dre.
Oh yeah, for sure.
in your style, in a good way.
For sure.
What kind of impact did Mac Dre have on you? I'm assuming a lot, especially just being from Vallejo.
Man. And then what's so crazy is, and it's like when it come to Dre, I'm from South Vallejo, Dre from North Vallejo, but he's such a clean ass nigga, man. He's such a outside guy. You can't help but to love Dre. You know what I'm saying? And it was one time a nigga like got to meet that man. I think it was like at the Shell or Chevron gas station. I don't know what gas station it was, but the nigga was like, not to dick ride, I'm being like, I'm a little nigga. Already watching Trill TV. I'm already listening to Mac Dre records. I'm already like, man, this is Mac Dre. And then to run into the nigga and like, he was really how he was. Like, what's up, cut? Like, like, nigga take a picture, hella shit, like, sign an autograph, all the shit. And it just made me like, man, that nigga clean, bruh. It just made me like want to be a people person. It made me want to fuck with my fans. All types of shit like that. Like, so that's where I really get Dre from. And the nigga was laced with game, bruh. Water was laced with game. Water is still the game. Water is my sensei. I got that nigga tatted on my leg. But Dre, when Dre spoke the game, it was like a little different. I ain't gonna lie, it was a little different. You know what I'm saying? Like, what'd he say? He said, I could talk a cat off the back of a
fish wagon.
It's that little Eskimo ice at a high price twice. Game is my merchandise.
Yeah.
That nigga was like, what?
Yeah, lines for sure.
He had bars.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I can't help it but to be influenced by Dre. It's like, when you a young, inspiring nigga or a young nigga who want to be in the NBA, you inspiring to be in the NBA, you want to be like Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Melo, or whatever the nigga name is, Curry, Kobe, a bunch of greats.
Well, especially if they're coming out of your backyard, too.
Yeah,
Same city.
And then, when a nigga get raw, right? He get raw in high school. He get ill, and he like, you that nigga, and he started to say like, man, I looked up to Kobe, but I'm better than Kobe.
Right.
Nobody gets offended. I mean, people do.
Right.
They might do, but they, you know, it's that's what happens in sports. Like,
you gotta have your confidence up.
You gotta have your confidence.
Yeah.
Like, who are you to feel weak? That's dumb. My mama didn't raise me to feel weak. My granny didn't raise me to feel weak. And I feel like if Dre was here today, no disrespect, I've never disrespected that man in my life. I feel like he would be like, cut, keep on going, doing your thing. I ain't gonna lie. Like Dre inspired me to be who I am today, but I'm still Nef The Pharaoh, and right. I am who I am.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm keeping his name alive, but I got Dre essence, but it's Nef The Pharaoh, so I feel like he would fuck with it. You know?
I hear the influence, but it's not biting, it's not copycat,
yeah.
but
it's like he would fuck with
it's
it.
Dope, bro. It's a dope twist on that style.
My uncle is Miami too, so I don't give a fuck what niggas talking about.
Shout out to my guy Miami the most, man.
I'll call that nigga right now. What you doing?
Recognize where you got the game. We got our own style, got our own slang. Northern California is a West Coast thing. This is the history of the Bay. Recognize where you got the game. We got our own style, got our own slang. Northern California is a West Coast thing. This is the history of the Bay.